Fantastic rendition of "Oh Canada" by Skylar Cole earlier on. And we'll be back after this. "2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. We'll watch the Toronto Raptors in this one as they go up against the New York Knicks. With Doris Burr, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our special guest at the broadcast table for this one, the celebrated Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, thanks so much for joining us tonight. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Kevin, thanks so much. Always fun to hang out with you and all your crew and talk basketball.
All right, I've told Doris and Greg and David, just buckle up because we are going to be on a great ride with you. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Thursday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Miami Heat. Then on Sunday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic.
And looking at that Nets matchup, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Anunoby, Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mitchell Robinson, and it's Reed in at the power forward. And for the Raptors, Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Grady Dick, and it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. And Shams, New York really putting something together around Jalen Brunson.
Knicks fans have a lot of reason for optimism. It'll be interesting to me, though, to see if this team can get further and further in the Eastern Conference to a conference finals, maybe to an NBA finals, and winning a championship. But how can they continue to surround Jalen Brunson with superstar talent? That will be interesting to monitor in New York.
Absolutely. That front office will really be looked at as they try to build the pieces around this terrific young player.
Now they have stability, they have assets, they have players that they can trade that are wanted around the league. So this New York team, they finally have direction, and they finally have hope, and they finally have a chance to win it.
Absolutely. Brunson the pass to MP.
The solo alley-oop, that's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly, caught the defense totally off guard. Looking at the Knicks, they took the win in their last game against the Pistons. Here's Ingram. The layup off target. So Shams, the Raptors finally traded their terrific wings, Pascal Siakam and OG Anunoby. We know how the other teams that got those players made out. New York and Indiana, they were terrific and helped those teams. How did the Raptors make out when all was said and done?
Both of those players were upcoming free agents. It was difficult to judge the trade market. But with that said, the Raptors were able to get draft picks plus young, exciting talent like Canadian R.J. Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley. But let's factor in the biggest key here. It's Scotty Barnes. He is their future. He's their untouchable. He's who that front office feels great about as their cornerstone moving forward.
Love Barnes. Love him. Now, here's Reed. In the game against Detroit, very impressive. And yes, it's good.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
I'd send it over to David Aldridge, who had a chance to catch up with head coach Darko Rajakovic. David.
You know, we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on a game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. We can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. Let's see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
Thank you, David. Raptors have gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals here. When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively.
At the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying. R.J. Barrett's checked in for Scotty Barnes. Pass to Dick. Quickly setting the pick for Dick. And the Raptors miss again. And the Knicks with possession. They've got a 10-0 run going. Hey, Sean, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league. It's
Wow.
Where did that come from?
Holy goodness.
That was beautiful. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Quickly the pass to Purdy. Gets Ingram atop the key. Takes a three. Good on the three-point shot.
A solid shooter from outside the arc. Ingram is fantastic at realizing when he should take those shots.
Here's Reed. Sinks that one from the post. MP's got 14 points for the game.
Only one miss in his first 8 attempts, coming out of the gate strong.
Fertile finds Dick. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Achua, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for OG Anunoby. Miles McBride's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Payne in for Jalen Brunson. Barrett goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Excellent instincts from R.J. Barrett right there. Finds the gap, drives with confidence.
MP right side. Fires from 14. It's hauled in by the Raptors. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And coming into that one, looking to be competitive, but the disparity in talent just too great.
You have the sense that they expected that result. Once they dug themselves into a hole, I thought they let go of the rope.
Abaji can't get it to go.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And there's the bucket from MP.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Pass to Boucher. Onside Barrett. Boucher sets a screen for Barrett. Rebounded by Hart.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
The first one falls. He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line. Here's Shed. Payne covering. Boucher sets a screen for Barrett. Oh, he got it to go!
How about that?
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's a perfect end to
The beat, Kevin. It's like when you feel like you are in such a rush and there's a surge of excitement that hits every particle of your body. Every profession obviously has a big payoff, but everything happens so fast. But when it happens, it makes all the hard work worth it. But it certainly brings a great feeling, and I definitely get goosebumps to this day.
You get goosebumps, but the hard work you put in to get that story, I know what you guys go through. It is amazing the hours you spend.
365, 24/7.
We've got Chris Boucher, also Ingram out there. Jakob Poeltl out there with R.J. Barrett. And it's Shed in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
MP showing he's willing to engage the contact in the painted area. Overcome the challenges, young sir.
From the arc. Bring it up for MP. A 3.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
Boucher with a screen on Bridges. Down low. And the dunk by Poeltl.
I think this guy is a threat to throw it down every time Pirtle gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And that's 11 points for Jakob Pirtle.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
A nice shot by MP.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Pirtle's got 13 points.
Boy, getting his points the hard way. Jakob has to absorb contact and able to use his strength there.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ingram outside. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Pirtle.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
And here is Ingram. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Here's Shen. And it's right, sending it back. And so it's New York in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Right back after this break.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the New York Knicks.
They're moving well on offense, great teamwork. Maybe not as strong as our teamwork, but whose is?
How about your old Lakers team?
What I remember seeing, they pass the ball into Shaq Ernie, and it never comes back out.
That's why they call me the Shaq Hole.
And let's turn our attention now to the Rookie of the Year race. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's MP. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Robinson in at the 5. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
Here's MP. It's MP muscling his way for two.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Quickly against Brunson. And it's quickly missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Raptors trail by 15. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pirtle with a screen on Brunson. To the inside. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, at 7 feet, when Pirtle gets rolling, this guy can absolutely overpower you.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's ready to talk things through with the team. For the Knicks, Achua, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Connects again from distance.
Well, folks, if you haven't been following his story since coming into the league, for all-time NBA rookies, he's now 5th place in three-pointers made.
You know, he's worked on his craft and improved in a short time here in his rookie season. He's got that beautiful touch as we've seen from deep guys, but that's definitely not the only way he can score. Driving in, uses the glass to finish the layup. MP's got 42 in the game.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Pass to Quickly. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
The drive by MP. And Reed throws it down.
MP is cooking right now, and folks, this is exactly what we expected from this young man.
And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to... There's a minute 47 left here in the third quarter. There's Boucher, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his second.
Now, when you talk about the NBA going global, the last 6 MVPs, Doris, as you know, all international players.
Kevin, what I love about this is the NBA wants the best players, regardless of where they come from. There's a time where American players just dominated that award for years and years. Fact of the matter is, it's good for the game to get the baddest, best players in the world, and we've done that. What I like about Chris Boucher is he seems to understand what his team expects from him. They need him to guard, they need him to rebound, and they know how aggressive and assertive he is on the offensive end.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Quickly kicks to Boucher. Pass to Barrett. Five to shoot. Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
I think his frame makes him very difficult to deal with as a roll man. Pirtle can set a mean screen.
Quickly against MP. Stolen by Quickly. Here's Abaji. And a miss there on the triple. The Knicks leading by 19 points. Teardrop shot, and the layup is up and in. Reeves got 49 points in the game.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Abaji. Hasn't made one yet.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
And here's MP for 3. Drops in the tray.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Quickly with it. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Pirtle finds Barrett. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Barrett's got 13. And so it's MP making things happen for the New York Knicks. He's looking to make history here today. Who knows how many points he'll end up with when it's all said and done. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. They've got R.J. Barrett. And it's Abaji in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Pass to Shed. Boucher with a screen on Brunson. Back to Boucher. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Inside. And the dunk by Boucher.
Well, you can see Chris Boucher's got excellent vertical. Makes that finish look easy.
Took him no time at all on that one. MP's got 55.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Pass to Boucher. Up top, Barrett. Here's Mobo. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Reed. 2 points. That one goes. MP's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Stolen. Fast break, Toronto. Barrett wide open, he fires. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. The drive by MP. Good, he hits again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Mobo. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
And here's MP for 3. He got it again. Sensational.
Just a magnificent showing for him tonight offensively. Buckets coming in rapid succession.
And get this, guys. He's now tied for the 3rd most 60-point games in league history. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. OG Anunoby's checked in for New York. Puts it up from 15. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 8 rebounds in this game. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And Reed throws it down.
Oh, man, I love to see that. MP elevating.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Barnes. And the Raptors miss again.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And again, Toronto no up. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 14-4 run. And good, he hits it again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Stolen by Reed. Shoots the 3. Good, another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight.
Not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you try to change or